divide. Growing up, I never had much access to technology. My parents always wanted me to be the active, outgoing kind of guy. Outgoing as in head outdoors, go to playgrounds and swimming and play tennis with friends and family every once in a while. It's not like I really minded it. I didn't, because I felt like it gave me the chance to appreciate life as a whole and to live in the very moment and to enjoy life. But everything changed when the Violent Nation attacked. Boom, 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 boom. That being technology. After graduating from primary school, it felt like there was this sudden influx of technological advancements and gadgets. From new flip phones to slide phones to iPods to Game Boys that could be kept in pockets. What? All except me. All I had was a Game Boy Color and a prepaid phone that you could use to play Snake on. Don't get me wrong, I love my Game Boy Color and I've spent many hours on it playing Pokemon Crystal. So much so that very memory has been crystallized in my head. But a new gadget or a phone would be nice ever so often, right? I mean, who doesn't like new things? According to Jan van Dijk, a professor in sociology and communication in the Netherlands, he actually mentioned that there are 4 barriers to access. One would be the lack of digital experience, the lack of digital skills, no possession over networks or communications, and lastly, significant usage opportunities. All of these I felt encompassed me in my younger self when I was young, because I had no access, not much access to anything at all. Whenever I asked my dad for a new phone, he'd be like, "No, why do you need a new phone?" Then tiny George back then would be like, "Dad, no, you don't get anything unless you study hard." Then I'll be like, "Oh, monka ass," and like sad and stuff. Finally, at age 14, my dad actually bought me my first laptop and smartphone. Yay! Since then, I've been hooked onto video games and the modern technologies of today. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube were some of my favorites, and since then, I never looked back. I was also really happy that I no longer needed to drag my whole set of textbooks to school. All I needed was this guy on my phone, and I had everything I needed to take notes on, and my access to technology was no longer limited by school's computer lab sessions, which people used to play games anyway, instead of actually learning something new. The portable DVD player that I once used to watch countless of movies, especially Rush Hour 1 and 2, until the discs broke, were abandoned for Netflix and YouTube. And I was like, yes, now I can watch it infinitely more. Mwahahaha. Kids these days though get their first phone so early. I know of a brother's friend that got his at age 7. That was 7 years earlier than when I first got mine. Of course, technology back then and now was very different. Back then, if you had a slide phone, you were a cool dude.
Yada yada yada. Ding, ding,
But
ding.
on the bright side, at least he will never know what it feels like to play board games when he's actually bored.
Ha! Got
Looking
him.
back on it, I was glad that I got a chance to experience the best of both worlds and life as a whole before everything got blocked by the digital distractions of today and this screen that you're looking at right now. Pew Research Center conducted a survey in 2015 evaluating the amount of people that had access to internet and a smartphone, and the results were that across 11 developed countries, 87% of the median had internet access. And in 40 diverse countries, 67% used the internet occasionally or owned a smartphone. Now that is a lot of people. That's basically majority of the entire world's population. And the number is probably increasing with developing countries starting to pick up on this technological age and stuff. If I had to choose, however, one life or the other, that being the technological age of today and the age last time, it will honestly be very difficult because it's also very different. On one hand, it was nice to have less worries and you could just live in the very moment, just YOLO as they say, or I'm currently saying you would have less worries and less neck strains and eye strains from looking at screens for too long. Why do I sound so old? Back then, life was a lot simpler. There was no social media and there was more physical interaction with family and friends. There was no need to post anything on social media or post anything online just because the web wasn't so accessible and things were not as user-friendly as they are today. Back in my day, I used to read more books or so. Me, a person that reads books at like 1 word an hour. Like, what the heck? it's not that I don't read books anymore. It's just that I read ebooks. Speaking of technological advancements, there are many out there that still don't have the access to such technology, and that's honestly quite sad. When I went to my grandma's place earlier this year, yeah, cause she lives in Malaysia and it's a small little village, I realized that she still has a physical contact book containing the details of all her friends and family, where they stay, their phone numbers, and all this kind of thing written down neatly in a book. When was the last time you and I saw a contact book? Apart from then, I can't even remember the last time I knew of one. Everything today is kept inside here, in this very black mirror that is encompassing your life. As time goes by, I really hope more and more people get to enjoy this new technological age and get access to it. And nobody, and I say nobody, should be discriminated against this kind of access because it's good and it helps the world, unless they use it for negative and bad purposes. But that would be content for a whole new video, wouldn't it? That's it from me today, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like down below. And if not, you can leave a comment on your thoughts of digital divide and your experience on it. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace!